But first tonight, as COVID cases surge, APS, Atlanta Public Schools, is requiring its staff to start getting tested for the virus twice a week. And this new policy takes effect on September 6th.
Just last week, 330 Atlanta Public School students and 56 staff members tested positive for COVID. The total student population is about 50,000. Joe Ripley spoke to two teachers about the new policy and how the start of the year is going. They asked us not to share their names so they could speak freely.
In terms of like a stress and mental health perspective, the workload has been insane.
Planning, replanning, going virtual. This North Atlanta high school teacher told me on top of all of that,
The sort of feeling among the staff anyway is that a surge is coming.
Atlanta Public Schools has already made masks mandatory, and starting the week of September 6th, the district will require all staff to be tested at an APS site twice a week for COVID-19, with 3 days in between the first and second test.
I spoke with a teacher here at North Atlanta High School who tells me even though he's vaccinated, he doesn't mind being tested twice a week for COVID-19. He says the tests aren't very time consuming, plus it gives him some peace of mind hanging around hundreds of students who may not be vaccinated themselves.
The testing is an imposition. I think it would be a greater imposition if we end up having to shut down and go back to virtual.
It's kind of scary because we really don't know the actual numbers. You're testing the teachers twice a week, but what are you going to do with it?
This J.W. Dobbs elementary school teacher says double testing might help limit the spread of COVID, but she says contact tracing is still an issue at her school.
They could at least be a little bit more transparent with the positive cases that they get.
Testing is already optional for APS students. The district says the twice-a-week testing for staff is to catch more asymptomatic cases of COVID-19. Staff who don't get tested could be recommended for counseling, receive a letter from the administration, or face further discipline. But the district says no one will lose their job if they don't get tested, and staff who consistently follow the policy will get sick pay if they catch COVID-19 or have to isolate due to exposure. Even with all the incentives, some teachers don't think it's enough to stop the surge in COVID cases.
So no, I don't feel like it's enough, right? But I feel like it's good. I'm not sure what would be enough.